So Poetry Aloud is an annual poetry speaking competition that's open to all post-primary students on the island of Ireland. It's organised by Poetry Ireland and the National Library of Ireland in partnership, I'm delighted to say, with University College Cork. This is a wonderful opportunity for post-primary students to get involved, meet like-minded poetry lovers, and to take part in a wonderful event which will be partly hosted in UCC. The Lost Heifer. When the black herds of the rain were grazing in the gap of the pure cold wind, and the watery hazes of the hazel brought her into my mind, I thought of the last honey by the water that no hive can find. Brightness was drenching through the branches when she wandered again, turning the silver out of dark grasses where the skylarks had lain, and her voice coming softly over the meadow was the mist becoming rain. When I was younger, growing up on the Beara Peninsula, I loved learning poetry off by heart and being able to take it on walks with me up into the mountains or down by the shoreline, and to be able to say a poem. And there's something magical about learning a poem off by heart, because it becomes part of your heart and you carry it with you. And as I got older and I was doing a lot of traveling in huge cities like Shanghai and New York and Paris, I used to walk around, especially when I was homesick, and say the poem The Lost Heifer to myself. It would bring me back into rhythm and reconnect me to the Beara landscape, even though Austin Clarke is not from Beara and the poem isn't about Beara, but it's about that pace of life, that sense of wonder and mystery in the natural world that I could carry with me anywhere because I had that poem with me all the time. When I came to UCC to study English and later to teach creative writing, I was struck by how many Cork poets have worked and written within these walls. Patrick Galvin, Nuala Ní Dhomhnaill, Thomas McCarthy, Alvin E. Garvig, to name just a few. And based on my own experience, I've always felt strongly the desire to encourage upcoming poets and poetry lovers in their own writing and reading gifts. It's always an inspiration to see secondary school students from Cork City and County explore their poetic interests within the context of our own university.